Family Guy, Simpsons, The Avengers, Frozen, Adventure Time. All this and more in the October 2025 Cartoon Preview. Kicking off the month on the 2nd, HBO Max will release Charlotte's Web, the long-gestating 3-part adaptation of E.B. White's classic novel. This latest animated adaptation tells the heartwarming story of friendship, hope, and the power of simple acts of kindness through the bond between Wilbur, a gentle pig, and Charlotte, a wise and selfless spider who vows to save him. The stacked voice cast includes Amy Adams, Elijah Wood, Jean Smart, Cynthia Erivo, Natalie Chan, Danny Trejo, Randall Park, Rosario Dawson, Chris Diamantopoulos, and Dee Bradley Baker. Also on the 2nd, Netflix will debut the return of The Winx Club, with the first season of Winx Club: The Magic is Back. This franchise reboot revisits Bloom, a teenage girl from Earth who discovers her fairy powers and joins Althea College. She forms the Winx Club alongside Stella, Flora, Tecna, Musa, and Aisha, with the fairies set to face new threats in magics while dealing with personal challenges. The series introduces redesigned characters and early appearances from fan favourites. On the 3rd, Apple TV Plus will premiere The Sisters Grimm. Based on Michael Buckley's New York Times best-selling book series, two orphaned sisters navigate a town full of people torn straight from fantasy and fairy tales, confronting heroes and villains alike, while investigating the mystery of their missing parents. The series is a journey of adventure and heart about sleuth-solving sisters descended from the Brothers Grimm, who, while very different, make a pretty great team and blends discovery, fantasy and adventure to deliver important lessons for all ages. It stars the voice talent of Ariel Winters, Billy Harris, and Abubakar Salim. On the 5th, Cartoon Network's Cartoon Swim will premiere the 3rd season of Smiling Friends. The series follows the misadventures of lazy, cynical Charlie and cheerful, optimistic Pim, representatives of Smiling Friends Inc., a small company whose main purpose is to bring happiness and make people smile. As they try to cheer up and comfort the troubled people who call their hotline, they receive seemingly simple requests which turn out to be more complicated than they seem, making it difficult to bring happiness to the world. The 3rd season will continue the gang's quest to spread happiness. The new batch of episodes promises to include Mr. Frog sprinting directly at the camera, the friends collecting spirit gems, and a pivotal confrontation with an ancient witch. Episodes air weekly on Adult Swim and will be available on Max next day. On the 6th, Hulu and Disney Plus will exclusively premiere the new Family Guy Halloween special, A Little Fright Music. In the special, Brian and Stewie realise there is a shortage of quality Halloween songs, so they set out to write a hit. And Peter and the guys discover that lying about trick-or-treating can have deadly consequences. The special is amongst a number of exclusive Family Guy and Simpsons episodes being created by 20th Television Animation exclusively for Disney's streaming platforms. On the 6th, 3 months after its US release on Hulu and Disney+, the brand new series revival of Gumball, The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball, will debut internationally on HBO Max. From Hanna-Barbera Studios Europe, audiences are welcomed back to Elmore, where the laws of reality are a joke and family life is anything but ordinary. Whether he's battling an evil fast food empire, facing off against a sentient AI in love with his mum, or trying to stop Banana Joe from wearing pants, Gumball Watterson drags his brother Darwin, sister Anais, and the rest of the town of Elmore along for the ride. With even wilder stories, bigger twists, and surreal humour, the show is so amazing that they had to rename it. Also on the 6th, Netflix will launch Dr. Seuss's Horton Season 1, the 2nd series in their World of Dr. Seuss slate. The series follows the exciting and whimsical adventures of a young Horton and his best bud Samson as they go on adventures to help the citizens of the Jungle of Nool. Horton follows Netflix's recent Seuss series Redfish Bluefish and will itself be followed in the coming months by Dr. Seuss's The Sneetchers. On the 13th, Hulu and Disney Plus will premiere the 6th and final season of Solar Opposites. From the minds of the creators of Rick and Morty, Solar Opposites follows a family of aliens who crash land on Earth after their home planet is destroyed by an asteroid. While they were hoping to find an uninhabited world to repopulate, they must now learn to live amongst humans on our overpopulated planet, and are divided on whether they love or hate their new life. In the final season, once their alien diamond-making machine gets destroyed, the Solar Opposites must face their greatest challenge yet, living their expensive lives on a budget. When their consumerist habits and expensive hobbies are gone, only their true selves will remain. But will they like who they find? On the 14th, Netflix will drop the first season of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Deathwatch, based on the fan-favourite game series from Ubisoft. In this first ever adaptation of the acclaimed stealth video game franchise Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, legendary agent Sam Fisher is drawn back into the field when a wounded young operative seeks his help. Ubisoft says, while it's still unclear to viewers what his mission is, Sam says that it's personal. On the 16th, Disney Junior will air Marvel's Spidey and Iron Man Avengers Team Up. The episode will follow Iron Man and the Avengers as they join forces with Spidey to stop Ultron and Green Goblin from taking control of the city's devices. The special is Disney Junior's first crossover between their two Marvel series, Spidey and His Amazing Friends and Iron Man and His Awesome Friends, and will be followed by a second team-up short in 2026, ahead of the launch of Marvel's Avengers Mightiest Friends series in 2027. Spidey and Iron Man Avengers Team Up will debut next day on Disney+. On the 17th, Netflix will drop Roald Dahl's The Twits. The animated feature is the first adaptation of Dahl's classic novel of the same name, and it follows Mr. and Mrs. Twit, who are the miserable owners of a dangerous amusement park, and their meteoric rise to power in their town. The Twits' takeover leads to an ongoing conflict between them, two children, and a community of magical animals who are determined to stop them. The film is the first Dahl adaptation in a planned line from Netflix, and amongst its voice cast are Natalie Portman, Emilia Clarke, Jason Mantzoukas, and Alan Tudyk. On the 19th, Fox will air the latest Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. The 36th installment of the annual special will, as typical, present 4 short stories. At the time of this announcement, only one has been announced, Chubbo and the Stinker. On the 23rd, HBO Max will premiere the second season of Adventure Time spin-off series Fionna and Cake. This multiverse-hopping series follows the alternate universe versions of Finn and Jake as they discover their own paths forward. After breaking free from their unorthodox origins in Ice King's fantasies, fearless sword-wielding adventurer Fionna Campbell and her trusty sidekick/BFF Cake the Cat settle into a new life in their world. But as new challenges arise, Fionna and Cake must team up with Huntress Wizard for a quest to save Ooh's favourite hero. On the 24th, Disney Plus will premiere the latest LEGO special film, LEGO Frozen Operation Puffins. After the events of Frozen, Anna and Elsa want to start fresh in Arendelle and make the castle feel a bit more comfortable. While they struggle to break free of the bounds of tradition, the Duke of Weaselton has other plans for their beloved home. The special is set to take place between the events of Frozen and Frozen 2 and will feature a returning voice cast, including Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel, Josh Gad, and Alan Tudyk. And rounding out the month on the 29th, Prime Video will premiere Hazbin Hotel Season 2. The series follows Charlie, the Princess of Hell, as she pursues her seemingly impossible goal of rehabilitating demons to peacefully reduce overpopulation in her kingdom. After a yearly extermination imposed by angels, she opens a hotel in the hopes that patrons will be checking out into heaven. In Season 2, following Charlie's victory against Heaven's army, the hotel is booming with new residents. Though, to her dismay, many are not there for the right reasons. As resentment against Heaven brews and sinners realise they can fight back, there are plenty of sinners looking to capitalise on the growing tensions, namely the Overlord trio known as the V's. Prime will drop 2 episodes per week for 4 weeks until the end of the season. And that is all the major animated releases for October 2025, and I want to know what you're most excited to check out this month. As always, join the conversation down below.